fit in your mind? What is the right fit for you?
I mean, the coach is going to get on me.
You know, Cameron Boozer, you're saying all the right things. But do you really want a coach that's going to get on you? Do you really want a coach that's not going to coddle you? Because you've been raised by an NBA player. I know he played for coaches that got on him, but that hasn't been your situation. You said your mom was your first coach.
You know, my mom was my first coach.
I assume she played or understands the NBA ecosystem. But at the end of the day, those are your parents. Every single time you have stepped on the court, essentially your entire basketball life, you have been with a customized, tailor-made point guard and your twin brother, Cayden, who is really good at his own right, which is giving you an opportunity to kind of hide your weaknesses. Do you really want a coach that's going to tell you the truth? Because right now, you are the number 2 player in your class behind AJ Dybantsa. And you go check the comments on the video I did on him, and when I started being real about him, some people get offended. The same thing that happened with my Cooper Flagg video. But with you, Cameron, there's a lot of things that are exceptionally wrong with your game that I don't like at all. But you got a lot of time to change them. But do you truly want this advice? Do you truly want to get better? Because it ain't going to feel good. I promise you that right now. But if you work on all these things I'm about to tell you, you do have a chance to play in the NBA. Because right now, I see you as a guy who's going to get drafted in the lottery, and within 2 or 3 years, you're going to be traded on somebody's bench, and once your first contract is done, you're going to be out the league. Let's change the trajectory of your career right now.
My Ducks, my Swans, welcome to the pond.
What kind of player are you right now?
I think I'm a versatile player. I can guard 1 through 5.
No, you can't. My name is Dorian from Group82Basketball.com, and right here we got Cameron Boozer going up against Somto Surreal, a Kentucky commit. Somto sets this down screen, and he's going to turn around and whip his leg around and poach you up on that left block. You put your leg right in between his legs, so you know that you are forcing him to the baseline. If you're going to force him to the baseline, you got to make sure you get him as close to that baseline as you possibly can and wait for that help to come. What do? You allow yourself to get pushed and to get moved. You say you can guard the 5. You say you can guard the 4. This dude ain't even that strong like that. He's moving you like a child. We see this happen to you again when Somto is in the dunker spot and you also got a shooter over there in that left corner. You're staring at the ball. You know someone is behind you. And look, when that shot goes up, he's going to push you from up under the backboard to outside the restricted area if this was the NBA. He moved you like a feather. In this situation on offense, you direct your teammate to throw the post entry, even though your post player doesn't have a good position. God comes around and steals the ball. You do an outstanding job of containing the ball handler to prevent deeper penetration, while you still matched up with Somto. Once the guy goes up and shoots a shot, Somto's trying to go and get the offensive rebound. You are in a great box out position, but you lack the core strength. He pushes you right out of the way. The ball goes off the backboard. He dives on the floor after it. And what are you doing, Cameron? You just sitting there staring at him. This is stuff like this that makes me realize that you don't play that hard. He gets the ball back out to his teammate. You know he's going to come back into the paint and seal you off because he ain't got no jump shot like that, and you ain't even prepared. You are standing straight up. He gets sealed off. His teammate loses the ball again. He dives on the floor again, and you caught staring again. Is this NBA effort to you? Is this high major Division I effort to you?
What position do you see yourself at long term?
I think a position, so I think I can play any position.
Once again, no, you can't. This is delusion. You got to decide what type of player you want to be. And this play right here shows us that you are not a post player, right? You are lined up right next to Somto when this guy's going to get a wide open right wing 3. Once that shot goes up, that ball is going up. Look at you. You haven't even initiated contact with Somto when he's been beasting on you all day. You know he's going for the board. He gets a swim move around you. He jumps and meets the ball above the rim with 2 hands while you are almost a foot below him. He grabs it and dunks on your head like he's Shaq. Look at his elevation. Look at his extension. And look at you. You gonna sit here and tell us for real that you are an NBA 4 or NBA 5? Come on, brother. In that last situation, you just got out-athleted. This one right here, you just got outmanned. Samto is the short roll man. He's clearing this lane for the ball handler that's behind him who's going to shoot that floater. You're in a great position to prevent Samto from getting in front of the rim. When that shot goes up, look at where Samto has you. You got 1 foot out of bounds. Your foot's up under the rim. You're not going to be able to get that rebound. He knows that. He grabs that and you get your hand on the ball, reaching and put yourself out of position. He literally just brings the ball down, does a small pivot and goes and dunks on your head again. This is not going to cut it in the NBA if you want to play with them big boys down low. As I was watching more tape, I'll try to give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe that was a one-time thing. But here we see you do it again on a free throw. Free throw, everybody is even. You even got an advantage because you were closer to the rim than him. You're supposed to block him out. You try to block him out, he moves you with a little forearm shiver. Look how wide his pivot is, and look at where you are. There is no reason that he should pivot past you and get an easy dunk. But what do? You bring your hands down and you reach again, which weakens your core, which gets him an opportunity to move right past you, and boom, dunk on top of you like he's 1993 Shaquille O'Neal. Well, maybe it was just that matchup, but no. As we see at this game right here out in Vegas versus Florida Eagles, we got Derek Queen who is looking at going to IU. Go ahead and make that commit, brother. And here you are flopping, trying to get a charge call. Then you put your hands up for the refs like, mommy, help me. Same game, similar situation. Derek essentially has you sealed up under the basket. His teammate takes a shot that gets contested. He misses. Derek pushes you to the opposite block. He goes and chases the ball down. You keep your head up under the rim because you don't want to put in the effort to go get that rebound, but you do draw a charge on him. This play right here reminds me of a legendary Dookie that we're going to talk about a little bit later. But if you want to play at that level of a Duke, a Kentucky, or an NBA, look at your effort. Look at you jogging. You're jogging up the court. You're the big man. You're the 5. You should be sprinting to that rim run. This could have been a lot easier for you. The ball is in the air. You're staring at it. You know where that rebound's going. So you should already have it in your mind, either I'm going to get it or someone else is. Once your teammate get it, you should be on a beeline to the front of the rim. But you're jogging, taking your time because you really don't want to pay the post. But the moment that you see this opportunity for you to get open to get a shot, you do sprint to that green area of the floor. You do sit down. You do seal that man. You do create a great passing angle for your twin brother to throw it to you. You get a great catch with 2 hands and you turn around and finish at the rim. When big men sprint and give maximum effort, they get rewarded. Look at this right here. Look at the time. Look at the score. You're playing a championship. You gather this rebound. You get a little outlet pass. It gets pitched ahead to your twin brother. It's going to take a 3 from the right wing. It's going to get a fortuitous bounce to the top of the key. And I'm looking for you. Where's Cameron Boozer? Does anybody see Cam? I don't see Cam. Where is he? Where are you? Bro, you are all the way down the other side of the court. You didn't even cross the free throw line. If you would have came across half court and caught the ball, you could have did what Robert Horry did right here.
Christie, Kobe Bryant on the move against Christie. In for the right, flips his shot up, no good. O'Neal lays it up, missed it. Ball tipped out to Aurea, straight on 3. Good! The Lakers have won!
And I can't believe you let that opportunity pass you by because you and I both know you love to shoot. You got a beautiful jump shot. The release is great, it's smooth, it's butter. And after you hit shots, look at you. You clapping, you getting the crowd into it, you down in a great defensive stance, you sliding them puppies, you switching off on the handoff, you making that guy work, you try to tie him up right there. This guy comes over and tries to drive. You're over there, you can test the drive. This is maximum effort. This is someone that I look at like, okay, he could contribute to an NBA team. Here's you switch onto a ball screen from a big to a guard. You meet him at the rim, bro, get that out of here. You're not about to get that on me. Cameron Boozer, if you can do this consistently, this is something that's going to get you on the NBA floor. Let's dissect it a little bit deeper. Samto sets that screen. He has you sealed off. They could have ducked in because you're standing straight up because you don't want to play in the post, but your brother's right there. That would have been a very, very easy steal. It gets swung to the top of the key. You're in pick and roll coverage, you have a great matchup with him. You give that guy some space because even if he pulls up for that left-handed three, you're going to be able to contest and block that. Look at you stand in front of him. You shield him and shade him down to the left side. You want him to drive to that red block area. You get him down there. You keep your hand up this time instead of swiping down, which allows you to get the block at the rim. You know that Dookie I was talking about earlier? That's Shane Battier. That's who you can be.
By shooting before he went for the dribble. Gardner. Oh, Battier totally blocks it behind the back to Duhon. One of the all-time blocks right there. And Dunleavy for 3 in a row.
Shane Battier could guard. Look at this block on Naptown legend Jason Gardner. Sorry, JG, I had to show it. This is exactly who your NBA comp is.
How good of a shooter are you right now?
Pretty good, I think. I think it's kind of one of my strengths. I've improved a lot over the summer, working on it all summer long, so I think I'm a pretty good shooter.
Shooting is all about confidence, and I love that you have it right now. You do this pick and pop with your brother right here, and you get that thing buttery from the top of the key. Just like Who's Your Daddy Battier. Both of y'all have the same build. Both of y'all are moderate athletes, not above the rim athletes. Both of y'all were extremely big for your age at a young age. Both of y'all are highly touted, and both of y'all can flame that thing. But if you want to be Shane Battier, you got to be able to defend at a high level, and you got to be consistently knocking down these shots. And when you go back and watch Shane Battier, and you can ask your daddy about it because your daddy played with him, Shane Battier played with an exceptionally high level of effort, and you don't do that right now. Cam, you're such a good and confident shooter right now that it's not just transition. Your teams are drawing up sets for you to get these wide open threes. You set this screen, you pop out for the wing entry, and before the play can even develop, you should have let your brother go over to the right wing and take his defender with him. You're so excited to get this shot, you throw it kind of early. It's a pitch back, it's a ball screen. You should have put that thing right there, but you take one dribble step into it and it's splash, just like Shane Battier can.
Duncan on the rebound, throws it back out, stolen by Chalmers. Here comes James, drives, kicks out Battier for 3. Bang!
What's the next step in your development?
Working on perimeter game, becoming more consistent from 3, more just so creating for myself off the dribble, and just being a better player.
You got great people around you, Cameron. I can hear it because they're already identifying the weaknesses in your game, and I can see that you are receptive to coaching, which is a great skill that all great players have. Right here, you got an opportunity to take Derek Queen off the dribble. This dude is not quick. What you should have did is you should have attacked his top foot going right, which would have drew Cooper Flagg in, spun off, and you could have dunked on Derek Queen's head. But what you decided to do is not get low, you getting stood up, and we know you aren't that strong with your upper body, especially more so than Derek Queen, and he gets his body into your body, and you take a terrible shot, which essentially leads to a loose ball, which essentially leads to a horrible offense for your team. You're the best player. You can't do that. But I love when you do stuff like this. This is an opportunity for you to take Derek Queen off the dribble. You see that there's a left driving lane because that guy's guarding to the right, taken away. Your twin brother should have scooted over a little bit. You hit him with a little hesitation C dribble, and you give yourself just enough space to get your shot off. Look at your release. Look at your guide hand. That's picture perfect. That is beautiful. And that thing splashes at the bottom of the bucket. That's an elite skill set you got, Cam. But here you are, trying to do the same thing again. This time, Derek Queen, a smart 5-star player, he doesn't fall for it, and it leads to a turnover. The ball comes out to you, and to be honest, you should have caught this and just put it up. You drive left when it would have made a lot more sense for you to just hold it if you wasn't gonna put the shot up and wait for homeboy to come set a screen for you. You don't have any dribble moves because you don't have a bag. You drive right into the teeth of the defense. All 5 defenders are looking at you, and you decide to throw this pass anyway. Here, you actually call for the ball screen this time. Anytime a ball handler calls for a ball screen, you better know where you want to score on the floor. But clearly you didn't. You didn't wait for him to set it. He twisted it and gave you a wide open mid-range jump shot. This dude is in drop coverage. You got a splash in his mouth. Pause. but you don't want to do that. You looking for your twin brother to bail you out, per usual, which he actually does. Look at all that space between you and Derek Queen, but you're standing straight up. You're not shot ready. So when you catch the ball, you gotta dip the ball, which allows Derek Queen to close out, and he's able to contest his shot. You do something very similar here, but your natural basketball instincts allows you to get out of it. You don't have no bag, which causes you to not be able to create shots on the perimeter, but you go down there where you're used to playing your entire life. When you are looking at this guy, y'all make eye contact for that ball screen. Cam, wait, let him set the screen, but you're so impatient. And if you're gonna cross over Cooper Flagg and go to the right for that driving lane, put your shoulder to his mouth, run him over, and dunk on Liam McNeely's head who's down there waiting. But you come back for the screen, you're impatient. I would have loved for you to take another dribble to bring the ball screener's defender a little bit down with you to create that roll opportunity, but you don't do that. There's nothing for you, so you take Cooper Flagg on the block where he can't guard you, you seal him off, create a great passing angle again, mouse in the house. Here you are guarding Cooper Flagg in the 16U EYBL Finals at the Peach Jam. He don't know how to get low, tries to throw it over your head. Give me that, boy. We going the other direction. You do this again, get another deflection when this guy tries to cut back door, even though you're guarding Cooper Flagg, and your team is able to recover and get another turnover. This reminds me of Who's Your Daddy, Battier. Shane Battier made a living doing this at Duke. Here you are against Samto, who was dominating you the whole game, and you get it again. Easy offense off a deflection. Every NBA team needs it. But as good as you were there, you were equally bad here with your on-ball offense with Cooper Flagg. Bro, he ain't even like that. You should not be letting this happen. Look at Shane Battier. Look at his on-ball defense and what he does with Luke Ba-Mute. Blocks it at the rim, teammates going the other way. First of all, you got your back to the out of bounds. Dude should have threw it off your back and got active, but he ain't skilled enough for that. Secondly, you are shading him to the left. Your top foot is there, corralling him into the help defense. There's only one direction he should go, left. Where you let him go? Right, with that weak sweep? Are you serious? And like I said, Cooper Flagg ain't like that, so he jacked the bunny, but come on, Cam. And as easily as Cooper Flagg beats you with his subpar speed, this dude beats you with his strength. He's driving right. You were on his left hip. You want to get him as close to the baseline as you possibly can. You allow him to establish position. He gets his shot fake above his head. Great fake. You're locked and loaded. You don't need to do anything. But what do? You pogo stick. You jump. This is an easy foul. He draws his shoulder right into your chest. Boom, he's going to the free throw line. In this possession, you get beat off the dribble by Cooper Flagg again. How? He's not that fast. Well, first of all, when he catches his pass, what are you doing? You're standing straight up. You ain't ready to play. You got to get down in the defensive stance and body him up. Secondly, look at your left foot. It's outside his foot. Just like we showed in the last clip on that left corner, he should not get around you. Thirdly, yeah, he puts a chicken wing there, but who cares? You need to be right behind him. But once that chicken wing gets there, you stop and you completely give up on the play like you fouled him. You didn't foul him. He fouled you. But what do? You foul him right here. Getting beat by subpar athletes off the dribble must be something that you enjoy. This is Liam McNeely. That man's a spot-up shooter. He is not going to finish at the rim, and it doesn't have lightning quick speed. It's a dribble handoff with him and Derek Queen. You know your responsibility is to cover that edge. Your twin brother is a trail guy. Do not let him go to the right. What do? You let him go to the right. Why? Because you're putting your hands on him again. Stop putting your hands on everybody, man. Meet him at the rim, smack it off the glass. Plays like that is why I say you don't play with a lot of effort. Plays like that is why I say you don't play hard. Plays like that is why I say you're going to get drafted, but you ain't going to get off an NBA bench because you are too offensive-minded, you don't want to be physical, and you don't put effort in on the defensive end because you would rather shoot. This possession right here shows that. Here you are, you could have set a head-hunting screen for your twin brother. You could have knocked his defender out to the point where the ref had to question if it was an offensive foul. But you don't even touch him because you want to run to the corner and try to get an open three. You come and getting top-locked by Cooper Flagg. You set another screen, but you don't touch Liam McNeely at all. I don't think y'all are running a double ghost screen action. Why are you not putting your body on anybody, Cam? Because you want to shoot. Weak shot fake, attack Cooper Flagg's top foot, get to the basket and dunk on him. No, what do? You pick the ball up because you ain't got no bag. You set another crap screen on your twin brother. Don't put anybody on somebody because you want to get another pop action. So much so that you set a butt screen. Who taught you butt screens? I know your dad ain't teach you butt screens because he was a great screener with the Utah Jazz. Because you did all of this and because you are the best player, you put your team in a very bad predicament offensively. You can't do this if you want to play in the NBA. You can't do this if you want to get off an NBA bench. You can't do this if you want to be a great player. You have to give maximum effort at all times. I'm out the pond. Y'all stay true.
Sunday, gotta call.